¿Qué pasa, tíos? So this is day two of the at least 100 days of vlogging. I want to talk today a little bit more, expound on some things I was talking about yesterday, more about why I'm doing this, what the goals are, or actually what the anti-goals are. And there's some things in here, like some principles that I think that you or anybody that you can apply to your career. So I did an interview, I think a week or two ago, or posted last week, like a media interview, right? With journalists from 538 Vox, Gizmodo, that sort of thing. And it was a lot of fun, but I thought my own performance in it was boring. Which actually I'm hearing feedback from people saying it wasn't, but I thought my own, like, I had more to say and more personality to show. But the thing is that doing media or being on camera, doing podcast, YouTube, whatever, Periscope, all these things, it's like a skill. It's a separate skill set, just like writing, just like anything else. And the concept I wanted to expound upon today is called the talent stack. Now, I think the originator of the talent stack is Scott Adams. He's the creator of the Dilbert cartoon strip, which, like, if you've seen it, you've definitely seen it on the background of your life. It's been around, I think, 30 years, and it's kind of an office-based cartoon. If you Google it, you'll see a couple of the strips, like you'll know it right away. Now, one of Scott's core career concepts is this talent stack, and the idea of the talent stack is that the different talents you have determine the impact or the value that you can create, and especially like when you can combine those talents. So for Scott, for instance, he has a talent for he has skills in drawing, humor, persuasion, marketing, writing. Now he's not the world's best at any one of those fields, which actually has more talents than that. But he's not the world's best in any one of those fields. Like Dilbert is famous for being in in terms of cartoons, like an average or maybe even below average for a famous cartoon. He's not the world's best artist, but he's good enough. The same with humor. He's not the world's funniest guy, but he's very he's very funny, and over the years he's honed those skills. Now, when he combines all of these different abilities and synthesizes them into Dilbert, he's creating something that only he can create. Now, in my own okay, so the point is, like, the more skills you can have, or the better you are at those different skills. When those skills come together and, like, for a singular purpose, that's when you can create really cool things in life. Like, for example, my own career. I'm an above average programmer, professional level programmer, search engine optimization. I'm a average with artificial intelligence. Just been on that for a year. Very good writer, web design, all these sort of things. And now I want to add the on camera and media abilities to that talent stack, so that I can maybe get on a call or get on a podcast or whatever, and in a short frame of time get my point across or say interesting things for whatever purpose may come in the future. Which brings me to Scott's second core career concept. Scott Adams' second career concept, the idea of having systems, not goals. Now, I spoke a little bit of this about this yesterday, but the idea is that just by having like a core, having different habits that feed in, that build these talents, that you open up different doors for yourself that you can't really plan to open up. Like, by just writing, like, for instance, the interview I had with 538 in Vox, with the journalist, with the that came about just because, like, I have this kind of core habit of writing about the work that I do, and I've been doing it for a couple of years, and I've had business opportunities that come from that, just from writing. So the point is that by doing this, it's also creating like a separate promotional system for my business, I guess, but it's kind of one that isn't necessarily targeted. Like I said yesterday, chances are this business will fail, right? But if in the process of failing it, I'm able to create something that helps a lot of people at the same time, create like a separate asset while also building a talent, or by also building new talent for my talent stack, then I don't know, that's like failing upward. That's actually sounds like a success to me. Plus, business wise, entrepreneurship wise, marketing wise, there's just some things that need to be said that I don't think are being said on the market, or at least that I haven't seen. I think about business all the time, but like when you compare the kind of content or ideas out there in other markets, there seems to be like very little intellectual discourse, I guess you would say. Most of it's just like starting point of a sales funnel. And there's, of course, a lot of like misconceptions and misdirection out there in this environment. So, anyway, on tomorrow's blogs and on the subsequent ones, I'm going to be showing you like how I'm building this business. The idea is to take you completely behind the scenes, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, why I'm doing it. And so, at the very least, you'll have maybe get some ideas for yourself or be entertained, I hope. So that's it for today for day 2. I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers. Oh, one more thing. If you look in the comment, or not the comment, the whatever, the abouts below, I've linked to Scott Adams, to the different, he's made several blog posts talking about the Talent Stack idea, the systems and goals ideas, as well as his book, which I highly recommend. I've read it like 2 or 3 times now. So you might be interested in checking those out. Cheers.